Sp4zie commentary and plan.
Hello, your turn. Sp4zie, that was weird. Sp4zie coming right at you with another commentary. Today we're playing Scion. So on stream this week, you guys decided that I should play Scion because it's a character I've basically like never ever played ever, and it's kind of old school and it's kind of fun. You guys also decided how I should play him and how I should build him, and it was a lot of fun. I picked up a couple more games with him, and this is one of them. So pause the video, get yourself a drink. I've got a cup of coffee right here. And plant these right here. Now, let's start off with runes and masteries. So what I decided to run in general on Scion is magic pen marks, movement speed quints, armor seals, magic resist glyph, and 2109 in terms of those masteries. Now, this lane sort of like symbolizes well what is the difficulty of Scion early on. You will get bullied by a lot of the other laners. Orianna, who is a very strong early game fighter for an AP mid, is obviously gonna be one of them. So as soon as I try and go for CS, she's gonna poke me with her auto attacks that is increased by her passive. She's also gonna throw the ball in my face as soon as she images in real life of that sentence. So it's a bit of a rough laning phase. The good thing about it though is that she is pushing, and I have Lee Sin in the jungle who can be very aggressive and very potent in ganking. So the strength about Scion, of course, is that he brings CC and utility. I'm gonna get into the build, which you probably know about already. It's no unconventional build at all. But what he lacks in maybe like overall fighting skills in lane, especially early on, he gains in overall mobility. Like the stun, really easy to land, of course, not a skill shot, secure stun, long stun, a lot of damage. Lee Sin comes in for a little bit of damasio. I'm a bit far behind, so I can't really help, but it pressures the lane a little bit, so now I'm in a good spot actually. I'm in a decent spot to CS, and she's also a little bit scared because she doesn't have a ward for him. So let's start with the build, as I do get ganked here. I ping for assist, Lee Sin comes in, the ball hits the brush, and we decide to go in. She does flash backwards towards Volibear, which is a little bit of a mistake because right now they have to fight, and she's sort of I have ignite up, everything up, so that flash was basically what made that fight a little bit of a panic flash. We're not going to follow up on that Volibear, we're going to push the lane instead. So great job, nice reactions from Lee Sin there, seeing that I got ganked. So build-wise, pick up a couple of Dorans. Here I have enough money to pick up the Moby Boots straight away, which is a key item. Scion, of course, no surprise here. You want to play him roaming. You want to go and utilize the stun and damage that you can get into the lanes. And look at this, I do it straight away. I go up top, he does have passive up, but we get some nice damasio. Passive's gonna pop, we're gonna keep attacking him. Ideally, I should have tanked here because I have flash and I have a little bit more HP. I flash to secure it, naturally. And he also survives, so good job. You can pick up a couple of Dorans, like 2, maybe 3 even if you want. But in general, the Moby Boots, as soon as you get them, you want to try and roam, you want to try and push out your lane with your shield, as you can do. And then just be a big annoyance, and as soon as you go missing, there's going to be pings on the map. Everyone's going to be like, oh, where is Scion? Oh my god, this is so annoying. I don't know why I ended up talking like Scion. Not Arnold, Scion. Perfectly insect gank from Lee Sin. Very nicely done. That actually does require a lot of skill. Like, I usually get very frustrated when I see Lee Sin player do that. I'm like, oh, it's so freaking easy. You just go in and kick people back, and But yeah, I haven't played much Lee Sin ever, but the little I've played, I can't hit that freaking combo. I can never do it. I suck, but it takes a lot of practice to do it right, and it's always nice to see. After you picked up your Moby Boost, a couple of Dorans, you usually want to go for Rabadons. In this game, I'm gonna rush Deathfire Grasp as first item, which is nowhere near key. Nice reaction on Orianna, popping the ult there, putting us in a really bad position. I'm gonna get gnomed, Lee Sin gets away. Actually, he doesn't. I think he wants to go in. The Sonic Wave hits, and he goes in, and he gets the kill. That's good, but he died. I got assist. I don't know. Hashtag Wurf. Yeah, I rushed DFG in this game to try it out. Generally, Rabadon's probably better choice. Zhonya's is a good pickup on him. Deathfire Grasp, definitely a good late game pickup to assassinate people. Nice little gank there. We're just camping this lane, as you should probably do if you burn the flash on a character like Orianna, who has a little bit less mobility than other champions. But after that, well, situational. I mean, you could go defensive items. Abyssal Scepter, obviously a decent pickup as well. Some people build Rod of Ages on him. I'm a little bit like meh. You get health from your Dorans that you will still have later, sure, but at that point your shield is huge. So let's talk a little bit about the thoughts of Scion then. He is very old school, and you can really tell, like, the way he's sort of like stale in his design a little bit. Because if you don't build that Moby boots, you will not be efficient at all. This is an actual an interesting little scrim. We get a nice kick on Volibear. We focus him down actually. I haven't popped my ult here, which is really weird. I should have just popped that straight away, as it does benefit with the aura. Orianna goes very greedy on Lee Sin, and we're able to actually kill him as well. It's a her. I'm persisting here because Lucian is coming up. I'm going to regen with my ultimate. It's a really strong regen on that, even though I don't build AD or anything like that. Autos are not going to do much. Here, I get stunned, and I'm scared that my shield is going to break and I don't get the damage off, so I flash and secure the Tristoni, and then I back out, not to die, to Tariq. But yeah, he feels very stale. I mean, it's the same thing with Morgana. The champions that are made back then, they aren't as mobile and weird as new champions. Like, if you compare Scion to Yasuo, there's just a huge difference in terms of like how you play and how you fly around and how you freaking can jump over every single wall in game. I'm not saying that Yasuo can do that, but Scion is very, very stale in his feeling, in his gaming. And I mean, that said, you gotta think very differently in teamfights, and that's something that I haven't gotten down yet. I just made it out. So nice. You're sort of an assassin without any other mobility than your Moby boots. I think Yasuo should have ulted that jump. I think he could have done that as well. That's kind of neat versus Aatrox. I think you can. Leave a comment if you know, because I'm pretty sure you can. So you need the Moby boots for the engaged and to be some sort of quote-unquote assassin, because you want to go in, you want to stand around the corner, just go in, stun and burst the AD carry. But there are a lot of, like, team fight wise, there are a lot of better champions for that purpose. I'm just saying one on the top of my head. Zed. Because he can jump like a maniac. He always gets to them. Scion can't do that. But what Zed can't do is roam as efficiently as Scion. So, I mean, it's a give and take, depending on what you need and want for your team. I just feel like Scion is difficult in teamfights, and I feel like I enjoy playing him for sure. I had a lot of fun on stream when you guys helped me out building him and stuff. I'm gonna go ham-tastic here, flash on top of that Tristuni, and then I'm gonna get burned down. But we get Tristana, so that's fine. We're a little bit too early though. The key mistake in this team fight, you'll see it in a bit, is that because Yasuo comes in here, we should be able to turn this one around, but we focus Volibear. And it's freaking Braun's mistake. He has his passive up, but you can get a little bit focused on the health bars, and you see that it's low, and you're like, oh, let's get it. But he has a passive that regens, and we don't have Ignite on him. Alright, Orianna does damage. So, basic mistake there. We actually get like ace there, which is kind of bad. Where was I? Yeah, so Scion, I mean, it's so fun to roam and be a complete annoyance to all the lanes, and it's actually quite easy to pull off because they won't expect how quickly you can get there, and you'll just run in like so, just like here, and just okay, you guys are two people, I don't care, you've been aggressive in bot lane, here comes DFG. It actually works out alright because I do get the ignite off, and just in range of that shield we're just gonna pop the Tristoni, and it's a lot of fun. But post that, when it comes to team fighting stuffs, there are so many better champions out there for the purpose of what you want to do, which is assassinate someone really quickly with your burst. Because once you've used that, you can't really utilize your ultimate, because, I mean, you shouldn't be auto-attacking, and if you are, like I am doing here, I'm not doing much damage because I'm AP. You could build him AD or hybrid in jungle, which is another thing, but now we're talking AP mid. So that's sort of like my thoughts on Scion, and these are no news. Scion is a very old champion, and we all know this, but it's fun to play some old school champions every now and again. I mean, I still enjoy picking up Morgana ever since I did the commentary on her. Still such a fun champion to play, in my opinion. Everything comes down to your binding at that point. Tristana picks up the kill on Yasuo. So what else is going on? I'm currently working on a little Snowdown Showdown video. Not sure how it will end up, but I'm hoping it's going to be enjoyable. It's probably going to be up on Sunday unless something else happens, in which case I might have to do another video for Sunday. But yeah, definitely a video on Sunday nonetheless. A little stun on Taric, a little bit of DFG action on this guy once he's low HP. Should have used it earlier, but yeah, we got the kills and we're able to go for the Baron. So it's looking quite nice here at this point. And these kinds of team fights that we had there, especially that one, probably not even considered a team fight, more like considered catching people out. That's where Scion shines. I mean, chasing people down the lane with mobility boots, it's crazy. It's perfect champion for it. You will never get away. Stop being a bonehead, as Scion would say himself. I'm sort of Baron buff is gonna get me a lot of mana back, but I'm not quite sure we should contest this red. And like, Lee Sin has mobility to get out, but Yasuo doesn't, so he dies and loses Baron, which is kind of bad. And they're gonna go ham. I'm gonna stun the Aatrox to make sure Lulu survives. Here comes the ball. I'm gonna flash out of it just to make sure I don't get caught out. And I want to keep this Baron buff. And then again, with flash down, the mobility on Scion is 0. So I can't even flash and get my shield off on Tristana, which is gonna be difficult. But here I get W from Lulu. I have my shield up. I have mobility boots kicking in. Ooh, that slow's gonna miss. Hello, Tristy. How you doing? Here comes the stun, and that's the ultimate wasted. There's a lot of presence from Scion. Ooh, flash, please. A lot of presence from Scion whilst running down a lane like that. Absolutely. Taking a little sip. My life has been very busy since I moved down to Stockholm. You guys know, if you have seen my all-in vlog video, that I have decided to do this YouTube thing and other things that I can't talk about outside of YouTube. It's a busy life. I haven't been able to stream more than I'm aiming for twice a week, which is it's kind of weak considering if you guys consider me to be a full-time streamer / YouTuber. I consider myself a full-time YouTuber that sometimes does a fun stream every now and again. I do want to change that though. I feel like I want to stream more naturally, but like I'm waiting a little bit for ranked to come back, like for next season to do a little bit of solo queue climbing, because I think that's perfect content for the stream, and I think that for me it's really fun to see where I can progress when I actually put my mind and effort to it and not troll around like a maniac. And I think also, like, for me, when I watch streams, like, there are a lot of funny people out there, but I generally don't watch their streams. I watch their videos because that's where I think humor makes it most out of itself. I don't know if that's the English word, but you guys know what I mean. Like, humor is better for video. Streams, however, is better for teaching and tutorials and that type of stuff. Like watching someone play and explain what they're doing, and yeah, I think that's more what I kind of want to do. And if I get the time and opportunity to get into ranked play once the season starts, I'm really gonna do that, and at that point you probably will see some more streams, which would be pretty nice. Whilst I've been talking about that, ooh, nice ult from Orianna there, perfect bait combo. We get owned. What's been happening when I've been talking is that we've been throwing the game basically, and you've seen that I have no experience with fighting with Scion in team fights. I'm running in, I'm trying to initiate. You don't really want to initiate per se. What you want to do is, well played from this team here, not allowing Lee Sin to steal the Baron. What you want to do is, like, you basically want to hang back until you can get your combo off, and that's it. Then Zhonya's or run out or try and reposition if you can. Flash, do whatever. But that key combo needs to be on the right target, and you need your team to back you up. You can't go ham yourself. So, I mean, I've been playing really bad in team fights. I flash. Tristana pops my shield, so I don't know. At this point, they're just way stronger. We're focusing Aatrox because we have the shield up, so Tristana can't do damage, but we still don't manage to burn through his passive even. So, I mean, he doesn't even pop the passive, is what I mean. So, Tristana's damage is way up there. And this game is pretty much lost at this point. We had a really good start. I mean, we weren't playing too serious. We had a lot of fun. Lee Sin is building full damage because, I mean, it's a fun normal. We want to play for funsies. So we actually do lose this game. And a lot of it it's probably because I can't teamfight with Scion. So what I want you guys to do right now is leave your, if you play Scion, I want you to leave a comment that in a short sentence explains your mindset that you should have whilst teamfighting in Scion. We can scroll down, me especially, and we can learn a bit from that. As for me, I'm gonna head off. It's Friday, so I'm gonna go out and have a beer with my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. If you did, feel free to hit the like button. You can also add it to your favorites, share it on Facebook and Twitter. And if this is the first video of me you're watching, go and subscribe, why don't ya? There's 3 videos a week coming up on this channel. They're usually a lot of fun. At least I have fun doing them. That's it, guys. I'll see you next time. This has been Sp4zie, and I am out. Dudes!